Hello, it's Daryl Johnson with Ride the Wind. It's early Tuesday morning, I think at like 1-ish. I'm really tired. I've been wanting to get this video done all day, but there's just so much, and I didn't have the budget to even do a new phone, let alone look at a computer. So I'm working with Mr. Broken here, and he's got a limited amount of storage. So I got to kind of be quick, but I have so much to say. And the first thing I do have to address is thank you to my new subs. Really, thank you very much. You're listening. That's the first step to learning. I don't have all the answers. But I am real good at what I do. Just so you know, and for you other people who already know this, National Merit Scholar, I got a 4.0 GPA. LCDC, Licensed Chemical Dependency Counselor. I haven't done my residency yet. I really don't want to be in that field anymore. Don't want to be responsible for somebody not making it through. I never really thought about that, but you hold people's lives in your hands, and I just don't know if I'd be okay if I lost a person. I do it kind of on the side, but even that's scary as hell. But I learned how to research, and I'm real good at researching. Takes a 4.0 GPA to obviously be a National Merit Scholar. I was a king of research, providing cited data, citations, doing a works cited sheet, which encapsulates all that you've entered into. Say you read, I don't know, Iliad, Dante's Inferno, right? And you're taking parts from that book, you're rephrasing it, obviously, because it's plagiarism if you don't. A lot of channels need to get wise to that because you're putting up stuff right off the Google feed and you're copying news reports. That's plagiarism. You have to reword that stuff, and then you properly citate where you received the information from. But that proves you understand it too. So go figure. To make a long story short, I'm good at research. I started on this like 4 years ago. It actually began when I was 7 years old. I had dreams about giants chasing me through cities, which is kind of part of this scenario in the end, and I don't mean to get weird right out there. It got so bad to the point where my parents had to tie the ankle of my leg to the bed because I was found around the house in the middle of the night, literally hiding. This went on when I was 7 to 8. I would fly down a porthole. I'd be horrified. I wouldn't be able to pull myself out. Next thing I know, I would come out in the city, and there would be something very large around me. So this started a long time ago. What was I going to say? Cloverfield Paradox. I saw that. The very ending is a mirror of what my dream was. In fact, I cannot watch that movie again. I just can't. I can't do it. The feeling like you're actually going to die, I guess that's the only thing I can compare it to. I did a motorcycle ride back in the 80s chasing a girl. It happened to me up in Mansfield, Ohio. When I first got up here to the Ozarks, I was at Ouachita Lake. You spell that Okachita, but the Indians say Ouachita. Big, beautiful lake. And I'm in a government campground. And I'm with this guy who just got out of FEMA camp. His family had been poisoned. So I know a lot about that too. I know a lot about all this, okay? So anyway, I was with him that night. I got my tent. I went to bed. Next morning, I got a drink of coffee. Ranger pulls up, wants me to go down to the station with him, have a coffee with him. Well, when he gets me down there, he says that a bunch of campers reported that I was running around the campsite that night, acting weird. I knew right off what he was talking about. First of all, I felt like Chester the molester, and that's not what it was about. totally 100% perfectly clear on that, so I don't get distorted in any way. It was the same thing that had happened to me in my childhood. I was running around the campground hiding. That's what these people were seeing, right? I had no memory of it, but I had memory of having the dream, but I saw no physical evidence that I had actually gotten out of my tent. I woke up in my, anyway, he thought it was a little weird. The story goes on from there. It got weird. My motorcycle was down. I just rode it up from Texas, so I was waiting for the spokes to be balanced, new back tire, etc. More money to get it right, and so I was stuck in the mountain for a month. He kept an eye on me. The only thing I did come clean with him is I said I had a problem with sleepwalking when I was little. But as far as getting into talking about giants and stuff like that, and how all this fits together within prophecy and everything else, no way was I going down that road with an Arkansas Ranger. So anyway, there's that. So I'm good at research. I want to relay that to you guys. But most importantly, I'm very glad for your subscriptions. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You don't know how much it means. I'm sorry I can't respond back to you. I was just thinking if you guys can even respond between each other, and I guess that doesn't work either, does it? So let's just, for you new subs, we kind of deal with it. There's not a whole lot to say. I will bring you information. I will cite it if I feel it needs it, so you can go look it up for yourself. No, I don't look for a lot of likes. Really don't, because this isn't probably a likable subject, except hopefully the love that we share when this all comes together. Then that will be something to like. But right now that's not happening, and the subs here know that, and that's what we work towards. And we work towards 144s. The 144,000 in the Bible, to me, is a code. It's not 144,000 people. It's 1 + 4 + 4, which equals 9. An understanding of all 9 dimensions. We create our reality based on our perception of 3. Unless you count time, that'd be 4. Okay? You can't create a real reality by only perceiving 3 dimensions, like the 9 realms and 4, right? But 1 + 4 is 9. Okay, so you got the 9 realms of Thor. You got actual 9 dimensions. Okay, a person who can perceive or is trying to perceive all those dimensions is either trying to awaken, okay, Kundalini, etc., or whatever it may be, or they are 144 trying to find their way. Okay, I think a lot of the people that are subs on this channel, and maybe even yourselves, are people just trying to find their way and trying to find their truth, and are tired of BS and guessing being handed to them. Okay, and being soaked for money, ask for donations at my PayPal account. No, I don't do that here either. What's being done here and what's going to happen and what people should be doing is a labor of love. There are large channels out there I feel that maybe deserve some cash, and I'm going to get to them too, real cool channels, but a lot don't. No, they don't. They don't. So anyway, I do work world cams. I used to email out videos on request. I don't post them because I was scared to push maybe little Bobby, who's in his bedroom not feeling good about life in the first place, and maybe teetering on the edge, and he's going to watch something that I captured on a cam video. Wasn't going to be that guy either, okay? Even though some of my videos have gotten out, and I have sent a lot out to subs before Google began blocking me. I have 200 queued in my outbox right now. They've stopped. That show's over. Comments are blocked. So again, back to that, just so you know. But we feel each other here. And if you are impasse, you new subscribers, like I believe most of us are here because we're connecting in some way, then you'll feel it anyway, and you'll see, and you'll know. And basically what I'll be saying to you will almost be redundant because you already know. Okay? So let's get to it, but thank you a lot. And I'm sorry, man. Now I'm not even seeing people's names, and again, I'm just going by body count, the subtitle subscriptions. Maybe I can go through and look. I don't know. Okay, so I was on the cams. I said I wouldn't get on the cams because it was a very scary thing. I said to you people out there that I had sent videos to, I said, burn them. Okay, a lot of them I'd still say that because they're scary as shit. Okay? And they've gotten hairier, but they've gotten different. It is as though their machine, their matrix, their coverage, the 5G, the quantum pixels, everything they're using out there to color that sky, anything other than red, is failing. Okay, it's failing. That's why they are disclosing planets right now, because these things are about to burn through. And we will see for sure. So what they're doing is getting us, again, used to it slowly, or spoon feeding us, something they've known for 15 years. And they're also, again, gathering our data. Okay? Our data would be our thoughts that they process through D-Wave quantum computing. And they use AI, which perceives 9 dimensions, by the way. Okay? So they know exactly how we're going to react, how people are going to freak out, how the roads will turn into highways because people aren't listening and seeing this occur right in front of their faces and not even trying to see. God, that's a whole nother video. And I don't insult those people. I feel for them. So anyway, know that they're gathering our thoughts to create their own go plan. Okay, their own strategy plan, their own quantum reality of what's going to happen. Okay, so I think as I've stated before, we got to start thinking way above these guys. That's why we're looking, for example, I said 2003 QT, whatever it was, that freaking asteroid they announced, right? QT, okay? Writing it down again. What's that mean? That was discovered in 2003 minimum. But nobody's catching that. You're not going to find another channel talking about that. Or you got one 2006. Like I said, I don't know, maybe I was down the river, I'm not sure. XRB, 2006. If you look at the articles that these planets are being released daily on, you'll even see different dates in the article than the release date. The actual type date of the gets deep. But all we got to be doing is looking, because they do not dot all their I's and they do not cross all their T's. And they may have a quantum AI computer D-Wave system, but we've got a higher power. And we are also receiving upgrades. You guys, I know you are. I am not the only one getting my brain fried. I am not the only one being knocked down and picked up, all to strengthen me. And understand that. Everything I just said, if it's happening to you, it's to strengthen you. These kicks, the loneliness, the being shrouded from other people, them not understanding, the persecution, the mental abuse, all comes with your abilities, okay? Gosh, I can't even read. Can't even read my own writing. The physical abuse, the trauma, the shocks, the things that you've gone through in your childhood, the things that you've gone through in your adulthood, things we shouldn't have had to go through, but we did go through them. And we are now stronger for those things. Okay? All right? So that is, again, what the 144s are. Kind of back up to the subs. Now, in Tokyo, blue and white sky, blue and white quantum pixels. I've explained them before. I will explain them again. They are blue and white created by frequency, and they are to hide the red. Well, the sky is filled with them. A weird blue and a weird white. Now, take your phone and tilt it forward when you're looking at a video, okay? It's going to turn red. White is red. Blue is red also. Okay? Just look at it from another angle, even if you're on TV, computer screen, tilt it forward. Bausch, that would be Switzerland. I talked about that. I'm going to talk about Half Moon Bay. There's these little white guys out there flying around. Little white guys. And these are the regular elemental beings that I've defined. Etheric elemental beings. They're good. I don't get a bad feeling. They said haul ass. And they're hard to catch on cam too because they're past. Okay, now they're at Half Moon Bay. They only used to be at Biscayne Bay. Okay? Skipping by that for a minute, put that on hold, put a pin in that. I was in Brandon, Ireland, morphing cloud. Again, you can look at a regular cloud while you're watching a video, and it will look regular. It won't do anything. Your clouds that are created by the 5G network and their systems, Starlink, etc., Einstein, all right? Those clouds will pixelate and more. Okay? That proves what I'm talking about. And easily seen on a cell phone. Okay? Hong Kong. There's always a storm there. There has been for the past year. I don't know why anybody talks about it. I don't know why no one talks about it. I'm sorry. Always a storm there, but today it had a blue glowing through it. I usually see it at night, a lot of these, but it had a blue glowing through it and a pink. Pink is a very predominant color out there right now. Scarlet, the color of his robe, the Scarlet Letterman. Okay? All right. Bay of Biscayne, this is where it really gets heavy. Bay of Biscayne, I see the little white guys. I've talked about them before. Some of you guys have the videos. They're the guys who zip up. They aren't zipping down like meteors. No, these guys go up and they have intent. Okay, so I got you on that one. I'm watching it last night, and I'm just waiting. Bay of Biscayne, it's going to happen, right? Whoa, this big white thing, like a torch, okay? At the time, it looked yellow to me. And then it buzzed off over the city, and I could see 2 thrusters on the back. I went, whoa, right? I'm sitting there. Come on, do it again, like I always do. And this is so much time I can't describe as I'm recovering from my body pain from climbing down cliffs and going to a waterfall. Remember that? Anyway, I'm watching it. There goes another flaming bar. Whoa! I'm like, whoa! Then there's two of the little white balls that I would see that can move that fast, right? And I don't know if they were battling or whatever. I've got the orange white balls out there, and I've got the orange balls out there physically battling, which I would define this as Battle of the Gods, already occurring. These guys are gods. Us at our level, yes, these are gods. There's one eagle above them all, yes. But these guys are gods too, and there are many gods out there, okay? But one rises above all, and that is the eagle. So anyway, I was tripping out about it on that. I was tripping on that one. I go to China, and I go to my go-to volcanoes to see how they're blowing up, and they all are. And over top of Kagoshima, there is still a 1.5 mile long shed. And while I'm watching it, it cloaks itself in blue. Then it cloaks itself in clouds. Then the clouds morph into blue, and the whole thing is pixelating and flashing pink. This is what I see going on around the world. I haven't even gotten to planets. I'll talk too much about planets, but planets. But they're out there. They're still there, okay? A lot of my cams got shut down, like the orb over Detroit. I can't see that anymore. The orb that just pixelated all day long. The cube in Mexicali, which I think is Banu, that cam has gone down. Some of my Russia cams have gone down, but I'm happy to see Morocco I can get to now. Egypt, Algiers, better shots of Vietnam, and different angles of Russia, where there's a lot of stuff happening. I just want to say, for us to know this, for me to be talking to you, that's how amazing we are. There's nobody else out there, and I'm not bragging right now. There's nobody else out there doing what I'm doing. There's nobody else who has these pictures. There's nobody else who has these cams. There's nobody else that has a direct connection to somebody who sees them, me. They can show you all the crap they want on their channels. The Nibiru is BS. The pole shifts every 780,000 years. I said it yesterday and I'm going to keep repeating it. Not every 3,600. The Nibiru is bullshit. It's fear. But I believe in Dragon. And I believe that he is the entity here to sip the wheat as he promised and restore balance. Okay? And I don't really think it's to save us. It's a battle of gods. We got ourselves in this mess. We're going to have to get ourselves out. Okay? Because he's going to be very busy, especially when CERN is done letting out what they're going to let out. And we've talked about that before. And they're on the Lucifer project right now. And ITER, their main power source, look it up, man-made star, multinational project, being built near CERN, which I think will be the little lighter that it needs to merge our physical reality with the spiritual. This will happen. It's all part of Revelations. Come on, gang. I just want to say I love you, and you guys, thank you very much for listening to me. I wanted to get this done tonight. It may be a little bit discombobulated because, again, I did not sleep last night watching these cams and getting what I got. But it was exciting. It was cool. And I feel like I have to do it. You know, thank God I'm better physically, so, you know, my body can take a night like that, you know, and I climb down a cliff. But I just don't see anything else that's more important. And to anybody out there who thinks they've got anything going in life right now that's more important than what's going on right now, you're wrong. You'd be very wrong. Anyway, I want you all to ride the wind. Have a great night. And I'm going to do another video tomorrow because I'm not done. I have more to say. I have more support to give the 144s and you people who are out there really searching for truth. And I want to talk to you about trying to expand at a higher ratio, but trying to find somebody who can learn. You know, it's going to take me like 6 months to try and teach someone. I'm not sure who. Got a few people. Someone how to run these cams. Somebody how to read these cams, and just somebody with that heart. You know, the need to help people. Okay, so y'all have a good night. Again, ride the wind. Sorry for the spooky look. It's the best lighting I could do. Good night.